Welcome to Recollection Mall. If you were a mall rat like me, or spent your formative years hanging out or being dragged to the mall by your parents or your parental units, then you've come to the right place. Have you ever gone into your childhood, teenage, or current mall and wondered, wasn't there a store or restaurant there? So let's take a trip down memory lane and take a look at that mall's history of yesteryear. Be sure you stick around to the end of this video and see if you can take my mall survey. So leave a comment or a memory of this mall below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks. New Jersey's first interior mall was designed by Los Angeles' Victor Gruen Associates and George Ewing Company of Philadelphia. The complex was built by a joint venture of Philadelphia Strawbridge and Clothier and the James Rouse Company's Community Research and Development subsidiary. Cherry Hill Center was developed on 85 acres located 8 miles east of the center of Philadelphia in a suburban Camden County, New Jersey. The area, originally known as Delaware Township, officially became Cherry Hill Township after the passage of a voter referendum held in November of 1961. When it opened in 1961, the Cherry Hill Mall was the first indoor mall east of the Mississippi, and it drew attention and admiration from shoppers around the region. At about 1 million square feet, it was the largest of its kind in the world when it opened. The first phase of the shopping center was officially dedicated on October 11, 1961. A three-level, 215,000 square foot Strawbridge and Clothier opened its doors. 74 stores also debuted. Among them were Lofts Candies, Jacob Reed Sons, Men and Boys Apparel, Florsheim Shoes, Lane Bryant, Holiday Shoes, Orange 1 Hour Cleaners, and Paris Hats. A second stage grand opening was held on September 26, 1962. A two-level, 220,000 square foot Bamberger's joined the mall as the second acre. 17 other stores were added to the tenant list. Some of these were Calico Fruit Tree Restaurant, Pets and Plants Incorporated, Josephine's Ladies Wear, and Paperback Forum. The junior anchors of the complex was a single-level 34,000 square foot SS Kresge 5 and Dime, a single-level 47,000 square foot FW Woolworths 5 and Dime, a 25,000 square foot Food Fair Supermarket, and General Cinema Corporation Cinema in Cherry Hills Mall. This venue had shown its first feature on April 11, 1962. When fully leased in early 1963, the Cherry Hill Center spanned approximately 1.1 million leasable square feet and housed 104 stores and services. It was the largest enclosed mall in the U.S. The place had two wings, the Penn Mall and the Delaware Mall, stretching in an L out of center court, which had fountains, staircases, and a covered bridge walkway over a man-made pond in front of the main anchor tenant, Strawbridge and Clothier department store. In the middle of the Penn Mall was a cage of tropical birds from Australia and South America. The place even had a landscape consultant named Lydia Pescalt, who tended to the 14,000 mostly tropical plants, from 6-foot tall pygmy date palms to 20-foot Solomon Island vivariums. Competitors to the Cherry Hill Center included Morristown Mall in 1963, Echelon Mall in 1970, Deptford Mall in 1975, Burlington Center Mall in 1982, and Franklin Mills in 1989. The One Cherry Hill office tower was completed in 1968. The Bamberger store was expanded to 334,000 square feet at this time. The theater was renovated and reopened as the Cherry Hill Cinema 1 and 2 on November 23, 1973. The Market Court and Pantry Pride supermarket were demolished in the late 1970s. A second-level north wing, designed by Chicago CRS Group, was built. In 1977, SS Kresge Company closed. It reopened as a Kmart. This new section was anchored by a two-level, 174,000 square foot JCPenney, which opened for business on January 3, 1979. The 13-bay picnic food court was installed in the existing mall space in 1985. Its tenants included Foodworks, Potato Pub, California Smoothies, El Taco Grande, and Little Anthony and the Appetizers. Among the stores and restaurants you may have remembered, Dunderback's Hot Dogs, the Boardwalk Arcade, KB Toy Store, Chick-fil-A, Yanagi 2, Natural Wonders, Sbarro, Taco Bell, Baines Deli, Auntie Anne's Pretzel, Hula Hands, Sam Goody, McDonald's, Roy Rogers, Wall to Wall Sound and Video before it became The Wall and later FYE, Cherry Hill Grill, Heaven, Family Fun Factory Arcade, Scotto's Pizza, Cinnabon, Lorenzo's Pizza, Sound Odyssey, Armin's Records, GNC, Ben & Jerry's, Game Workshop, Borders, Tailored Man, and Spencer's. On October 5th, 1986, Bamberger's closed. It reopened as a rebranded Macy's. The movie house was permanently closed in February of 1987. A mall-wide facelift, which refurbished all interior space, was completed in 1990. In 1997, F.W. Woolworth Company closed. That same year, Kmart also closed. It would reopen as a big Kmart. The mall was officially promoted as the Cherry Hill Mall. The complex was acquired by Pennsylvania Real Estate Investment Trust, PREIT, in April of 2003. In 2006, Strawbridge's closed. Following the closing of Strawbridge's location, the new owners embarked on a $220 million mall makeover. The old Strawbridge's building and adjacent Cherry Court were demolished. The replacement was a two-level west wing anchored by a two-level 138,000 square foot Nordstrom's, which opened for business on March 27, 2009. During the renovation, the existing culinary complex was relocated to the main level of the north wing. The 10-bay facility, known as the Cherry Hill Cafes, opened in August of 2008. It housed eateries such as Salad Works, Chicken Now, Lorenzo Pizza and Steaks, Thai Max, and Lotus Express. A casual dining bistro row was also added to the front of the complex. Its first offering, Maggiano's Little Italy, served its first meals in March of 2009. This was followed by Seasons 52 in March of 2009, Bobby's Burger Palace in November of 2011, and Grand Lux Cafe in July of 2012. With these modifications, Cherry Hill Mall spanned approximately 1.3 million leasable square feet and contained 160 stores and services. In 2015, the Big Kmart closed. In 2020, the Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War DLC map, The Pines, is based on the Cherry Hill Mall. In 2025, the mall enacted a new policy stating that mall visitors under the age of 18 need to be with a parent or guardian who's 21 or older, starting at 4 p.m. on Saturdays. A new wave of stores are planned to arrive at the Cherry Hill Mall, including one that has customers climbing the walls, literally. The mall's owner is targeting a 2026 debut for the Dick's House of Sport. The 120,000 square foot store is set to replace a 9-story office building, One Cherry Hill. It is also worth noting that the pending arrival of 5 retailers to occupy more than 140,000 square feet include well-known brands such as Coach, Pop Mart, and Doc Martens. Today, the 1.3 million square foot mall is anchored by a JCPenney, Macy's, and Nordstrom, and has over 160 stores and services. Congratulations!
Still here? It's over. Whoa. When I find you...
Pop quiz, hotshot.
This is only a test.
So if you've gotten this far into the video, thanks! So how many Anchor stores closed or changed names at this mall? So if your answer was 6, give yourself a hand. You were paying attention. Thanks for watching. So what are some of your memories of this mall? Leave a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe to Recollection Mall. Add your name to the mall directory. Thanks.